Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Shake and Bake Season number 2, second race of the season so far. Tonight, Phoenix International Raceway is on tap, and again, welcome back every single one of you race fans. Definitely see Flitcroft parents out there in chat saying, "Let's go, Tom, win it again." So this 1 mile very flat track been causing a lot of havoc in practice. Qualifying is already done. We're going to go ahead and attempt to pull up your grid right now. Going to try to get through as quick as we possibly can. New format, new strategy for the series because of everything that's going on. And I need to change up some sound options right quick so y'all don't have to deal with what you hear in the pits. Let's go. So again, it's going to be Brian Pizzicami. He is on pole with Andrew Wisdom to his outside. Brendan Book's going to be starting P3 in his number 5. P4 is going to be Micah Allard in his 61. John Honeycutt in the 50. P5. P6 going to be Matt Burgess in his 12. Row number 4 is going to be Evan Knopp in the 63 with Tom Harmon, P number 8. P9, Austin Collins in that 00 with Mike DeWalt in the 19 to round out row 5. Row 6 going to be Tyler Dohar in his 77 with Brody Falker, P number 12. You see the cars down there on track. You see the pace car leading the way. So we're going to break on in, get ready to roll, and it's going to be one hell of a race. These guys have been fighting some very, very loose conditions all night long. It's going to be very slick out there for these guys, and I cannot wait to bring you every single lap. Let's go ahead and bring in with the guys. Let's clear the boards. Let's get ready to roll. Hope you're ready. Brian Pizzicami is. He's got to wonder about that restart. Wonder how much is he going to slide the tires to kick it all off. Again, big welcome to everybody that's out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or the one and only iRock TV through your favorite Roku TV or Roku streaming device. 78 and 15, about to hit the go-go juice. Brendan Book, Micah Allard going to be right behind. And again, honorable mention, John Honeycutt. Green flag's out. Let's go. Got a wreck right in the middle of the pack for about P10 or so. So Matt Burgess and others, a lot of big smoke cloud right there just to kick this thing off. And man, a lot of tore up race cars. No fast repairs for these ladies and gents out here. So a lot going on as you just saw. Here is your stack up. 36W machine, looks like the 35 was able to whoa and slow it up. You see that A&W root beer machine by the outside wall. All kinds of carnage in turn 2 of the very first lap. Let's see if we can go back and find out exactly what started that, but definitely a lot of cars right in the middle of it. Let's try checking up with Austin Collins in just a moment. Let's go ahead and switch this around a little bit, and let's see if we can go back. So we'll go back even a little bit behind that. How about Cody Kalinka? There we go. Let's actually just go up to our main TV cam, and we'll play it from here. All right, so we're gonna switch this around because we see the smoke up ahead of him, and we'll rewind this. Stop it. I said stop it. There we go. And let's play it again. Just nowhere to go. Plows his way on through. Looks like Frank Winnicett in that Yahoo machine. That Amsoil 00 might have been all right as far as Collins goes. Let's check in with that 20 of Frank Winnicett. And we'll play it from there. Very, very unfortunate. How about from Matt Burgess? Oh, so he gets a little bit of a love tap from behind, and the melee just ensues. All right, so let's actually widen out, and we'll play that one more time from Matt Burgess. Huge pile up. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, a couple cars are going to go on down pit road. We're not gonna break in with anybody just yet because this is just kicking off. But definitely some issues with the handling. Turn 1 or turn 2, lap 1. The tire temps, none of that is up to spec. So you got to be a little gentle. I'm not telling these guys anything they don't already know. But a 43 car stacked field with a strength of field, if you know anything about iRacing, at right about a 3.0, this is a very strong field, very talented field to be able to do this. And again, very unfortunate that happened so quickly. So the lights atop the pace car are out. So we're going to get ready to set this back. Let's go ahead and bring up your running order since one full lap is in the books. We'll do that right now, right along with your scoring pylon and, of course, everything that you need to know about our sponsors. Again, big thank you to iRock TV through Roku for sponsoring this series in full, the entire series. And, of course, throughout the season, we do have additional sponsors, such as last week with Jones Paint and Designs. All right, green flag's going to come on back out again. Let's get ready to roll.
Green flag.
Through turn number 4. Barney's got the green flag in hand. Let's go. All kinds of battles all over the place. Oh, we got another wreck. Looks like the 5 of Brandon Book and the 61 of Micah Allard down low. A couple others in the back trying to save it. So far, no yellow, but oh, there it is. Ryan Crooks in that EMGG number 25. Looks like might have been part of it, but I didn't see any real damage. Still don't see any real damage on the hood of that thing. So let's see if we can go back and find out what happened here. we'll check in with Evan Knopp. There he is. Let's go ahead and again switch it on over. And let's play it out from here since he's got the entire field in front of him. You can see one car up in the far left distance that's already out. You see a little bit of tire smoke. Let's go ahead and play it. All right, it's going to be the 93 that was around. So let's see if we can get up with the 93. 93 is going to be Joseph Berg. And I know I saw him. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play it. Trying to woe it up. Maybe too much brake bias caused him to get a little squirrely. He's going to collect the 21 as well. Few others behind him. But for the most part, not too bad. Flickcroft says, bit of crashing, switching to big screen on Roku. Go, Tom. Well, definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate the, hopefully you appreciate the race as well. From Tyler Dohar. All right, so he actually just passed the 25 and no issue with his car. So it looks like the 25 should be all right. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Few people going on down pit road. Few people choosing to go ahead and stay out. I imagine that, yeah, I imagine that Brian Pizzakemi, he's not going to give up any track position. Just going to stay right where he is. Can't blame him one bit. Seeing everybody single file right now. We'll have to see if they actually choose to have a single file restart, see if that might help with these yellows, or if they'll stay, if they'll double, I can't talk now, double everything back up. There we go. I'd get it out one of these days. So again, it's going to be Pizzakemi, Andrew Wisdom, John Honeycutt, Tom Flickcroft in that number 8. Last week's Daytona winner with Ryan McCall in that number 30 Shaboom Machine. James Holzer right now, P in number 6. John Osborne, Derek Hilker, Matt Gale, and Duncan O'Connor to round out your top 10. All right, so we are going to go back double file. Looks like the lights atop the pace car are out. Right now, just going into turn number 2. 2 and 3. And then they got a little bit of a backstretch getting into turn 4. Very, very unique layout here at Phoenix. Pace car is going to go ahead and pull off. You see all the cars back double file. 78 and Andrew Wisdom, they got to feel pretty fortunate with where they're at. Middle of the pack so far has been the trouble spot. One car way in the back, blinking in and out just a bit. Good thing he's probably back there. But here is that 8 Mountain Dew Ant Machine to the outside. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Let's go. All right, through turn number 1. There we go. And it looks like the 78 is going to be able to get the clear advantage by being the first one that can go ahead and stomp on the loud pedal. Caution's out. Looks like this one's going to have something to do with Zach Deutscher just a little bit further in the back. So let's see if we can pick up with him way back here. Looks like he's actually already in the pits. Might have been the one that was blinking. Let's find out. Yep, so I'm going to have to rewind this the old-fashioned way, see if we can catch up with him. Zach Deutscher, let's see, switch the camera up a little bit and chase it out. That's not what I wanted. I said I wanted to chase. And let's play it. All right, so this is coming to the restart. Way back in about, 41st position. Let's see what happens here. On the throttle. You see Eliza Bethal in number 64 right underneath. He's going to go ahead. Oh, Eliza's going to come on up and make contact 3 wide. That will put the 25 in the wall. 21st head first into the wall. And he went ahead and towed it. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it on back. All right. All right, let's see if we can't pull Pizzichemi now. Just to get another point of view. Brian is repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that number 78 Oceana coffee machine.
Yes, sir.
Well, bud, so far it's been quite a bit of melee to fire this one off. I went through and I wished everybody a whole lot of luck before this race kicked off. There's a lot of loose cars in practice. I know you got a lot of clean air. Haven't really been able to get up to full speed as of yet. What do you think it's going to take to grab this W tonight, sir? I know there's a lot left. Not saying, give me exactly what you got, but give me something, please.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of just trying not to burn up that right rear too much, try to keep this thing from spinning. Because on a short run, I think I'm okay. Long run, we'll see, because I know with the guys behind me, Wisdom, Honeycutt, Flickcroft, and a few names I don't see but should be up here soon, it's going to be a tough battle all night. I'm hoping to get a top 5.
Well, buddy, I'm definitely going to wish you a lot of luck. You're going to have Andrew Wisdom back to your outside. He was the fastest in practice. Right now, you started pole. You're right where you started. Nothing lost, nothing gained. Andrew Wisdom also started on the outside. He's going to line right back up to your outside. John Honeycutt, Tom Flickcroft, and Ryan McCall going to round out the top 5. What room or what team comms were you in so I can get you on back down, sir?
Output Racing.
Output Racing. All right, buddy. Good luck. Go get him.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You got it. All right, so again, Brian Pizzichemi in this number 78 Oceana Coffee Chevy Camaro, and it's gonna be an interesting one to say the least. Everybody gotten back double file, getting racked and stacked back up. Flickcroft says bummer for Eliza. Yeah, just three wide in some parts of this track do not work whatsoever. Spotter may not have given the one outside just as she came on up, but at the same time making it 3 wide right there. I think that was just purely a timing issue, or what they might call in football just kind of a bang bang play. All right, so we're going down the backstretch right now. So Barney's got the green flag up, just waiting for them to address the line again. And we're going to take it back green, see if we can't get a little bit longer of a green flag run in. 16 laps of 140 that are on tap for tonight have been completed. Here they come. Green flag's out. Again, down on the cutting the dog leg. Pizzichemi again, by virtue of being able to stomp on that pedal first. The 15 on the outside cannot go. He has to wait until everybody else. He has to wait until he's sure that the 78 has gone. Otherwise, 15 could get a black flag with the way the race has been set up. Able to complete a lap, and it looks like Tom Harmon, Evan Knopp, and maybe one other involved in this one. Frank Winnisett possibly as well in that Yahoo machine. Let's go back with Evan Knopp to find out what is going on here. All right, so he's a little bit further back, as you can see, in his number 63. Let's play it out. Ooh, a little bit of blinkage. All right, so you see the 12, and it looks like it's already happened in front of him. Let's replay it again from Tom Harmon. All right, so Tom Harmon already up by the wall. You see pretty close to 3 wide. Let's find out what happened here. You see the 91 underneath him. Maybe it kind of looked like he bounced off the right rear, or the left rear, but 63 gets involved. I'm actually going to play that again from Tom, and I'm going to switch it on up to the bumper, and let's play that. Oh yeah, he actually made contact with the 39. Let's rewind that. All right, we're going to stop it. We're going to switch over to the left front of that car. There you see the 69, yes, 68, I believe, for Tom Harlan. And you see this, the 39 too is inside. Let's play that out. Oh, I needed the other side. So let's rewind that one more time. And that's the left front. Let's go over to the right front. And let's play it again. Yeah, he hit the 39 on the left rear, and it bounced him off. That's kind of strange. But here you see the 63 Tide Ride getting involved as well. Man, what an interesting turn of events. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so we talked to Pizzichemi a moment ago. Let's see if we can possibly get a hold of the 15 of Andrew Wisdom. I think he might actually be in the same party, if I'm not mistaken. No, Andrew Wisdom is in Nitro Motorsports, so let's bring him on up from Team Nitro and see if we can't have a quick chat. Andrew, it's repeat. It's been a while since I got a chance to talk to you. How you feeling about this 15 iRacing machine tonight, sir?
Pretty good. It'd be nice to maybe get a couple laps in a row and see kind of what we got on the long run, but surprisingly good in quali. I wasn't expecting to be on the front row, so I'll take that, and hopefully we'll get going here soon, and we'll be able to keep up over the whole race.
I didn't get any kind of a feel on what the green flag fuel run was going to be earlier. Obviously, these cautions absolutely helping you out. Going to be coming to lap 22 of 140 here next time by. If you weren't quite expecting to start where you did, what kind of hesitations are you having when you're getting on the gas, knowing that the restart rule is in place, meaning you cannot go before the leader?
Yeah, just trying not to jump the start. I got black flagged on the first one for still being behind him. I don't know if it's because I was speeding a little bit trying to keep up or what it was, so luckily they cleared that for whatever reason. But yeah, just trying to keep the restart zone in check, make sure you don't jump it, get in any kind of trouble. But yeah, just trying to balance it out and stay close.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll definitely get you back. You were down in Team Nitro, I think I said. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Let's have some fun.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it. All right, so again, that is driver 15 going down the backstretch out of St. Louis, Missouri. So home of Kenny Wallace and so many great others, Rusty and Mike Wallace and all the boys. So let's get back up. Let's get ready to roll. You see the 17 of Holzer right there in P5. Green flag's back out one more time. Again, through the dog leg, everybody heading off full steam into turns 1 and 2. Long backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Again, very, very oddly laid out track. A lot of guys in the back just really struggling for grip. I'm going to go on back there and check in with the 39 of Jacob Palmer. You see the double deuce underneath. This is going to be 4 wide. Wisely backs out of that, but that could have been very, very bad. The 35's going around as well. And so far, no caution. Working lap 24 will be coming to 25 in just a moment. Not quite sure who that was that spun out. Possibly Mark Santucci or someone close by. But we're staying green. There is that double deuce of Nate Mon inside the 39. Down low. 39 all the way up to the wall. and we are going to keep it going. So far, so good. Double O going to try to look underneath that sun drop Camaro. And looks like Double O really trying to push. That's going to be Austin Collins. I actually raced against him on Wednesday nights in the AARP League, which is a lot of fun. 3 wide again. And this is one part of the track where you could possibly make it work. It all depends about that guy on the outside. He's got to hold it high, wide, and handsome. Able to do just that. Keeping it going down the backstretch. Still, our leader is going to be Andrew Wisdom. So, new leader in that 1-5. He was kind of surprised about how he qualified. Now able to take the point, grab a point for leading a lap to himself. 78 able to tuck in very, very close. There you see P3 talking about the 50 of John Honeycutt. James Holzer right behind him in his white EMGG machine. So far, Holzer is up 38 spots. Cautions have definitely played a lot of help for him. Holzer was able to get very, very little practice, able to join during qualifying where he turned his laps. I know him and Jordan McGraw and a few others were burning the midnight oil last night trying to get a handle on this car, maybe working on their settings. There's that double deuce and the 81 a little bit further back. That's going to be Nate Mon, Jose Ruiz, and maybe one or two others, Mike DeWalt and Joseph Turley as well. So let's see if we can go back and find out exactly what happened there. But we definitely saw the 81 around. 81 again is going to be going on through right now. 81 is going to be John Osborne. So we saw Nate Mon involved in that. Let's go back with him. All right, so there you see him. Don't really see much, but you see that blue and orange car just ahead of him on the right hand side. So let's play it from here. Looks like it might have been a little bit of contact, maybe the 39. Nope, that's gonna be the 91. Swagged Up Biz machine that maybe slid up track just a little bit. And a lot of cars, yet again, collected in that one. All right, let's try from Jeremy Kramer. Play it again. Going to try to whoa it up, slow it up. Just nothing going on at all. And even more cars piling in at the end. From Joseph Berg. Very, very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so James Holzer able to work his way to the front, courtesy of a couple guys that have gone down pit road. So I don't recall seeing Holzer actually scratch that. Looks like James Holzer is actually available. Mr. Holzer, it's repeat up in the booth. You got a copy in that EMGG 17. Now leading the way, sir.
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, Pete.
Well, I am all right, sir. I know that you were able to make it into the race. You were a little late, able to work your way in qualifying. But I know that you and a few others were burning the midnight oil, trying to get ready for this race. What are you gonna have to have? What do you feel you're going to need to get around this place for an additional 100 laps or so, sir?
Survival. Just from what I've noticed, haven't participated in any of the races at all, like NIS or anything throughout the week, but I've noticed it's been a lot of a track position event, so didn't really feel like I needed to take tires there, so just going to try to keep as much track position as we can. Got the clean air now, so it's really going to help, and honestly a blessing to be in first after starting from pit road in 41st on lap 31. So just going to ride here and see where we can finish.
You're going to have Duncan O'Connor starting to your outside. Micah, a good buddy of yours, starting right behind. Sean Blanchard in that swag.biz number 91 is going to be P4 with Charles Kramer. So you're going to have some relatively new guys around you, as well as some guys that you're very, very comfortable with. How much is the clean air actually going to play a role on the hood of that Camaro versus where the 61 or anyone else in the back might hurt them?
It'll play a big role. It's just gonna be really tough to pass.
All right, buddy. All right, I'll get you back down. I believe you were in C Motorsports, so I'll get you back down. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and I'm sure later on we have a pretty good chance of talking to you.
Yep, thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so again, James Holzer in that 17 EMGG machine. Definitely want to thank everybody that from EMGG with their usual watch party. Probably going to be the one and only Maze and Mao out there. Maybe Charizard, maybe Danny Bananas. Who knows who? Great flag. Holzer way up on that high side. Gonna allow the 2 to try to get down. Holzer gonna try to cut in as much as he can. Caution's out. Looks like this one's gonna have something to do with Matt Gale, Francis Hamilton, and J-Mac. Old Jordan McGraw, a guy that I just said was running some laps. I actually think it was him anyway, and some others, but let's see if we can find out exactly what happened. Very, very loose racetrack. A lot of guys were really struggling in practice and in qualifying and all the way through everything that has that's been going on this week. Just I'm not sure if it was a change that iRacing made in the Ford, the Chevy, and the Toyota with the most recent update, but so far grip has been almost non-existent. Let's go back with Matthew Gale. There you see him. Let's go ahead and play it out. Oh, looks like somebody might have got... Whoa! Just a little bit of contact there. He was trying to check up in his 67. Nowhere to go for some others. Let's catch up with Jordan McGraw. And we'll play it out. Yeah, just nowhere for Jordan to go at all. Let's try from Francis Hamilton. And play it. Trying to whoa it up, slow it up. Whoa! Barely any contact. Good job by him to keep it rolling. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, so Duncan O'Connor right now sitting in P number 2 in his deuce. Let's see if maybe we can possibly find him. Yep, he's down there in Nitro as well. Duncan O'Connor, to repeat up in the broadcast booth, but you got a copy in that number 2 Join the Family Toyota TRD machine.
Loud and clear.
All right, Dunk. You got some pretty stiff competition up there now. Holter leading, and Mike Allard's P3, Jacob Palmer, and Tyler Dohar. Some pretty strong contenders. What are you going to be able to do to keep this Toyota up towards the front and possibly come away with a great finish, sir?
Well, I'm kind of in a weird spot with the pit cycle. I think what's going to happen is it's kind of like a 2-group strategy where half the race I'm going to be fresh tires but no track position, and then other way around for the other half, so kind of hard to tell how that's going to all play out. As far as what I can do on track right now, I mean, just paint it between that yellow line and the seam, and then the car builds loose to an extent, so if I can avoid that, and if we do go green, that's my goal, is to just be there at the end when it counts, and if I lose a spot or two now, so be it.
All right, buddy. I see the lights atop the pace car are going out, so I'll go ahead and I'll get you back on down with your Nitro team comms. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and who knows, maybe we'll be talking again just a little bit later on.
10-4, thank you.
You got it, sir. All right, so again, Duncan O'Connor in that number 2, and kind of liking this scheme just a little bit. See if we can get a quick look at the hood. There we go. Chemical guys. I'm not quite sure what that is. Just something about the color scheme looking pretty good. There you see it to the inside of the EMGG machine. 61 for Micah Allard. And again, Jacob Palmer back there in that 39 Ford Mustang GT. Going down the back stretch. We will be going back green this time. If y'all are ready, let's go. Let's bring it on back to Barney and get this green flag going again. Through turn 4, you see the cactus light up green. Let's go. There we got a caution. It looks like it's going to be, again, the 64 of Eliza Bethel with the 34 of Jordan McGraw as well. Eliza looks like she's having some traction issue, just really spinning the tires. Can't get going. That's going to tell me that her left front is probably tore up and possibly broken spindle, broken something. And yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. But definitely a 34 is involved. Let's see if we can get a better jump or a better view of what happened. Let's try back with Cody Kalinka. Switch this around again. Nope, it doesn't look like it's going to. So let's try. Hold on. All right, let's try from the 34 J-Mac. If it'll let me. There we go. Let's go ahead and play it. J-Mac had to check up. 9 was already loose. Maybe a little bit of netcode sending him up to the outside wall, but Eliza absolutely crushed right there. Let's go back with Eliza. There's 64 on the bottom. You see 1 trying to check up. Eliza also trying to check up. 9 nowhere to go. Comes up, takes out her teammate, and hard shot into the outside wall. Let's actually take a look at that left front if we can. Yeah, all kinds of broken. So that is why she could not go anywhere. Just no steering ability at all. How about from Frank Warner? Let's actually stop that, switch this up a little bit. This is the car that we saw getting a little loose. So if we can, let's go ahead and bring it on back. We'll rewind it just a tad. And we'll go ahead and play it. So 1 car really loose off the dog leg. Not quite sure if he got shoved down there or not. But yeah, he checked up. That caused Jordan McGraw to check up. And all this collects Eliza Bethel hard into the 34. And just nothing doing for any of these guys. But the 9 kind of doing what he could to not get involved. And that's the unfortunate contact between those 3 cars. Let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, now up at the front is going to be the 61 of Micah. You see the lights on the pace car are still on. Let's see if we can get a quick word with driver 61. Mike, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy while the lights atop that pace car are still on, sir.
Yeah, I got you, Pete.
All right, bud. You kind of got the lead. It looks like Holzer went on down pit road. You still got the deuce to your outside. Tyler Doar, Jacob Palmer, and Andrew Wisdom. Andrew was very, very fast in the get-go. Can you keep the track position now that you'll have tons and tons of clean air on the nose of that Camaro, sir?
We'll see. We'll give it a good shot here. I'm trying to save a set of tires. I didn't pit. Most of the guys behind me have tires. So I'm still trying to manage my tires and maintain pace. So if they decided that they're going to get around me, then they're just going to get around me. I'm going to let them go. I'm not going to put up too much of a fight and just take care of what I got. Try not to try not to spin on that apron again. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, I definitely saw a little bit of that. Definitely wish you a whole lot of luck, Mikey. You know, I'm a big fan. Good luck. Go get him. I'll get you back down to C Motorsports. And who knows, maybe we'll talk again later, sir.
All right, thanks, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, so Micah Allard, P1, Duncan O'Connor, P2, Tyler Doar, 3rd, Jacob Palmer, 4th, and Andrew Wisdom for P number 5. Green flag's back out. Let's go. All right, so go ahead and complete that one. Gale Force 97 says, tuning in from pits after being wrecked out of a good run 2 weeks in a row. Looks like we got another issue on track. Is this going to be, yep, 8th caution in the first 44 laps. Very, very unfortunate. Definitely not indicative of how Shake and Bake normally runs. Just a lot of people really struggling to get a handle on these cars. Brendan Book and Derek Hilker absolutely involved in this one. Let's check in with Derek Hilker. All right, go ahead and play this out. So there you see the 7 cutting just a little bit of the dog leg. It looks like, who was that up there? It's going to be the 5 of Brendan Book. And as the 7 tried to whoa it up, almost made contact, but no such luck. Let's check in with that 5 that you see right in front of him of Brendan Book. All right, go ahead and play it from here. He was a little bit further up. You see the 39 who's outside. 39 hard off the wall. And that is, wow. Let's see if we can actually check in with the 39 and rewind that. That was a hard, hard shot. We'll stop it and play it from here. Not necessarily cutting the dog leg. Oh, just loose coming through the dog leg. That is the kind of challenges that these guys are facing. Not even going down on the in the dog leg or on the apron. Just wow. Gale Force says cars feel real easy. People just lack patience and aren't paying attention. Well, okay. That is why everybody's got their their opinion or their point of view. So very unfortunate. Gale Force 97. Man, definitely some interesting insight. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so now it looks like the 3rd place car, Tyler Doar. We see the lights still on. Let's see if maybe we can get a quick word with Tyler. I believe he's going to be down here in Patriot Esports, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can locate him. Actually, all right, I got him. Tyler, it's your favorite buddy repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that Elite Performance Industries number 77 Filter Time Camaro.
Hey, Pete. How's it going, buddy?
Well, aside from your Eeyore sound, pretty good. I know that this race so far has been caution filled. A lot of issues from mid-pack back, but we actually just watched the 39, and maybe you can shed a little insight. He was on track, going through that little bit of a dip, as you would where you would normally cut the dog leg, but still up on track. Just that part of the track that dips a little bit of banking there, and it came around on him. How loose are these Cup cars tonight, sir?
These cars are really loose, Pete. Especially, they're loose already. You know, if anybody watched the NIS A-Fixed in this past week, you know, there were a lot of cautions in lobbies that were made up similarly in temperature and laps. But what's really tricky, Pete, is that we've got a lighter fuel load than the normal A-Fixed cars do because we're running 85 fuel. So these cars are really free. There's really not much to give you an indication of when you're on the edge of the grip on the rear tires, especially the right rear. So it's just really tricky, you know. We've been trying to ride around all race. That first lap, we got caught up in that crash. We luckily got all of our damage fixed. I thought I had it cleared and then just got hooked, but we haven't taken any tires. We're just trying to get off cycle, and luckily we've been up front. Once we get some laps in, we're pretty good. I just want us to, you know, get some laps in here, man.
Yeah, no doubt whatsoever. You're going to restart right behind your buddy Mike. You're going to have Duncan O'Connor P2, Andrew Wisdom P3, you, and then your buddy John Honeycutt right behind you. I know that you guys can work pretty well at times. I know you're in the middle of the backstretch. I'll get you back on down to your team comms. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. It's a beautiful looking car you got there, sir.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it.
You got it, sir. All right, so we're going to go back green flag. Oh, actually, the admins have chosen to go ahead and wave off the green flag this time. So might not been happy with everything they felt. Maybe the lineup wasn't quite as it was supposed to be. But a big thank you to Tyler Dohar out of Walbridge, Ohio, giving us just a little bit of insight into tonight's race. Again, everybody that we've spoken with really talking about and struggling with grip. I mean, we just watched the 39 just completely lose it on just a little bit of a dip where normally it's not like that. So pace car is going to go ahead and pull off this time. Track is only 1 mile in distance. Down the backstretch is where they are right now, as you can tell by the track map. On the bottom right-hand side, we'll go ahead and clear his details. Barney's already got the green flag up. He's ready to set this thing off one more time. Hopefully y'all are. And again, big thank you to everybody that's out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and of course through iRock TV on your Roku TV. Let's go. All right, so 61 up there. All kinds of traffic in the back. We're going to dive on to the back as well. Pick up with the 27 of Maxwell Castro. And it looks like he's got quite a few around in front and behind. This is pretty much mid-pack with all kinds of traffic. A little bit of contact there. 35. No, not able to hold it. 9's going to be backwards as well. Going to collect Maxwell in that 27, sliding across the line. I don't feel that contact was too hard. Maybe just a little bit in the fender. But let's find out what happened with Dylan Robb as well. Switch this on up and let's play it out. This is from the 16. Way on down on the wall. Nowhere to go. Ooh, no contact to the 35. Good job by the 16 to keep the brakes locked up. And let's see what else we've got here. As soon as the system decides it wants to play well with others. Okay, that's actually going to be the only option that we had. Alex Daigle out there saying single file restarts, question mark. I would imagine that they might make that a thing, but so far it doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and bring us back live. All right, so Duncan O'Connor now leading in the deuce. I'm sorry, not leading in the deuce. He's still got Micah Allard up there. Andrew Wisdom in this 15. We spoke with him earlier. How about John Honeycutt? Can we possibly pull the one and only up to the booth? Let's see. I know he's down there with Team FTR. Mr. Honeycutt, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that high-tech securities Camaro, sir.
Yeah, I do.
All right, bud. You've been fortunate enough to be up front all night long. You're actually still right where you qualified, so still sitting P5. A lot of carnage in the back, sir. We've been seeing cars get wicked loose in spots you normally wouldn't even think about it. And I mean, we're just talking about that little dip, not going down onto the dog leg, just that little dip that kind of connects the straightaway there. And you know, that's what brought out the caution 2 cautions ago. There've been a couple of, or one guy out there in chat asking single file restarts, question mark. Do you think if this continues on, we might see single file restarts, or are we gonna keep it double file all night long?
I don't know. We've been discussing all kinds of different options, and we're trying to get everybody to calm down, really, and just kind of just settle in. And the dog leg, it's been a problem. And I think since the update last week, it's really changed these cars around and made them, less downforce, which is fun and great. But you gotta survive. You gotta get through the dog leg area. And we've even seen some of the experienced guys get turned around, like I think it was Allard and Book, who went sideways at the same time. So, and that happened right in front of me. So, those guys are very experienced drivers, and they know how to get around this place, and they made a mistake. So, I don't know. We'll just have to try to get everybody to calm down and try not to bottom out. They got to hit the dog leg just right. You got to kind of go in that flat area so you're not scraping the bottom and picking the wheels off the ground. So there's a way to do it without, getting the car upset, when that dog leg transitions from the small banking to the flat surface. So I don't know. We'll see.
All right, buddy. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back down to Team FTR. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. High-tech securities, as always, looking good.
Thanks, man. All right, buddy.
Yeah. All right, so that is John Honeycutt right now, still sitting P5, right where he qualified. Big thank you again to him out of Orlando, Florida, in his Camaro. Let's bring it on back up with Micah and Duncan O'Connor. Flagman is more than ready, I'm sure, coming through turn 4 right now. Oh, we actually are going to go ahead and wave that off. I'm going to guess that's because they weren't quite lined up the way they were supposed to be. Still see a car on the backstretch, so not everybody afforded the opportunity to get back into the position that they needed or they were supposed to be in. So they waved off that green flag. Working lap 56 of 140, so just under a century mark to go. So the first half, or I'm sorry, the first 56 laps absolutely thrown off. I like I said, I know in practice and in qualifying, a lot of drivers were really struggling. I did not think they would be struggling quite so much. Maze, I saw you out there earlier. Again, big thank you to both you, Mao, and anybody else from EMGG that may be tuning in. Absolutely appreciate all your patronage, not only on Monday nights, but also on Thursday nights when the iRock series goes green. I'll actually be missing it this week, but let's go. Okay, with a couple of green flag laps under our belt, looks like top 5, at least, all single file. Micah Allard, Duncan O'Connor, Tyler Dohar, Andrew Wisdom, John Honeycutt, still right where they were. Gale Force says cars feel really, I'm sorry, that's an old comment, rather. Flickcroft saying, good luck, everyone. And yeah, these guys have absolutely needed it. But now a little bit of single file all the way back to about the 17 of Holzer. Right now sitting P number 9, up 32 spots from where he started. You're seeing a whole lot of cars really just taking it easy, or so it seems. But you see the 78 right now throwing it underneath, and caution's going to fly. Not quite sure yet what happened. Gale Force says, well, car fully repaired and it's still needing the wheel aggressively to the left to go straight. And that's me. Done, done, done. All right. So let's go a little bit further in the back. Maybe check in with Brody Falliker or somebody a little bit further back here. See if we could find out exactly what happened. There's Eliza. No replay on this caution, unfortunately. Let's rewind with Jose Ruiz since he's all the way back here. See if we get any kind of insight. All right, so at that point, caution was already out. So, yeah, unfortunately, no replay on this one. So we'll go ahead and bring it back live. Andrew Wisdom down pit road. Looks like John Honeycutt's now going to go ahead and lead. So that's going to put Ryan McCall in his number 30 Shaboom machine to sit P number 2. Let's see if we can chat with him right quick. Out of Bear, Delaware. Ryan McCall, he's sitting here in... Okay, Ryan McCall sitting there in Eons Motorsports. Ryan, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that 30 Shaboom machine.
I got you.
All right, Ryan. So you're able to work your way up. Really haven't seen you as part of any kind of caution clip or anything like that. How's that Camaro feeling for you, sir?
It's feeling nice and slow having to do all these pace laps. So I envy you having to be up here.
Buddy, I tell you, it's interesting. All right, so I've talked to a few drivers, as you could probably imagine so far, and each and every one has mentioned that these cars have been really, really slick. I mean, I've seen cars spin out tonight where normally there was never, ever, ever an issue. Just in this little hump that you're about to go through, as if you were go down to the dog leg right there where you are right there. I saw a car just spin out on his own, just going through that little hump. No contact with anybody else. Just the rear came around from him in that little dip. So track very, very hard to drive. And I'm sure it's making you not be too aggressive with your wheel movements or anything else like that. What is it going to take you to keep that Shaboom machine in one piece for the remaining laps, sir?
To be quite honest, everybody else. Like you said, going through the dog leg on the outside, it gets really loose. And at the beginning of a run, you cannot go through there full throttle. I mean, you got to go half throttle. You got to really be easy on the wheels. So, I just hope by now people have learned enough of that. So,
all right, buddy. Well, I'll get you on back. Always, I don't get to talk to you enough. Definitely hope to make it more of an occurrence. But I'll get you back on down with your Eons teammates. Talking about John Osborne and Nate Mon right now. Please wish them both luck for me, sir.
Will do. Appreciate it.
You got it, buddy. All right, so we got Ryan McCall back on down. And, yeah, definitely wish him a whole lot of luck and appreciate him giving us a pretty in-depth explanation as to what's been going on as well. So the lights top the pace car are out. So they are on their one-to-go lap. Honeycutt leading, Ryan McCall P2, Pizzakemi third, James Holzer P4, and Tom Flitcroft, last week's Daytona winner, sitting P5 right now. And I have to see how this turns out. Just need another good green flag run. Hope you're ready to roll. All right, going into turn 4 right now. About to come to the start stripe and set it off. Green flag. Definitely see the 93 just a little bit further in the back, blinking up just a bit. Right now riding along with the 7 of Derek Hilker and sitting P17, up 16 spots on the night. I know out there in EMGG land, they're wondering about their other buddy, Ryan Crooks. Here is Ryan in his white machine. Right now he is sitting 7 spots back in P20. Just needs a green flag race. So far, no such luck. As you see, Tyler Dohar, the 13, there's the 25, going to be able to squeak through, or so it looks like. And let's actually rewind that, because it'll be interesting to actually jump on board with him and see how he's able to thread that needle. That's got to be an interesting watch. Let's go. Let's jump into the cockpit with him and see exactly what this looks like. Yeah, just taking his time getting through there. A little bit gas, a little bit of brake, and there you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Kind of digging these new EMGG paint schemes. I really liked last season's black with the magenta and the white, but these ones absolutely pop. Look really good. Let's go ahead and bring it on back up. Who do we have towards the front? Looks like James Holzer is going to be leading. John Honeycutt, Tom Flitcroft. Haven't been able to talk to old Tom just yet. Let's see if we can pull him on up. Mr. Flitcroft, it's repeat up in the booth, buddy. Got a copy in that Mountain Dew race-winning amp machine. Now sitting in P3, sir.
And I'm not ready to crash just yet.
No. Last week you said you're you tried to put that on me last week, and bud, you came along with the W very early in season 2. Yet again, big congratulations on that W. You're up to P3 in that number 8, which by the way is my number. Up 16 spots overall on the night. Working lap 69 out of 140, so we're just about halfway. What do you have to do to keep that thing clean and green, sir?
Well, I remember back in the day we had some wreck avoidance challenges on the older NASCAR games, so I'm glad I practiced those a lot.
Oh boy,
they're coming in handy here today. Right now, it's just a matter of survival. I mean, all the top, even the top split NIS races for this combination, it was the same way. So I'm not really sure why it's like this, but you know, it is what it is. I can't really blame the drivers because, like I said, even the best drivers, like the Coke Series drivers, were having the same issues. So
wow.
We'll just see what we can do here and try to play the strategy right and pit at the right time and try to cycle back to the front, because I'm probably gonna need to pit one more time for at least tires here. So as long as we can manage that and avoid the chaos, we should be in good shape for a decent finish.
Well, bud, we've seen you as far back as like 20th or 23rd. Definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. Absolutely love that paint scheme. As you already know, my room is full of Earnhardt everything, diecast posters, lamps. I mean, the whole 9. Even in a Boyd's Bear from when Senior passed. So, man, I know the lights on the pace car are going out this time. Good luck. Keep, like I said, keep that thing clean and green. Keep the shiny side up, sir.
Yeah, man, don't fall asleep.
Not gonna happen whatsoever. Tom says race like you did with your dad. So whatever that means.
Oh yeah.
Whatever
Shout
that
out
means.
to my parents.
There you go. All right, buddy. I'll get you back down to C Motorsports. Good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
You got it, buddy. All right, so that is the one and only Tom Flitcroft. Tom Flitty from back in the day. Known this guy for years. He's one hell of a character. Absolutely love talking to him whenever I get a chance. So let's go ahead and bring it on back. 17 of James Holzer. He's going to be the first on the loud pedals. Got his good buddy John Honeycutt to his outside. Tom Flitcroft, Ryan McCall. Brendan Book's going to be your top 5. Let's go ahead and bring it on back over to Barney. Should see him in just a moment. There they are. Let's roll. Green flag. All right, so the 8 able to keep right there with the 17 of Holzer. Brendan Book now back up to P3, right where he started after an earlier spin going down through the dog leg. Kind of interesting to see him go on back down there, but that just goes to show you got to race fearless. You got to risk it all. Risk it for the biscuit, if you know what I mean, and do everything you can. Top 10, top 12 right now, all single file. Everybody else just a little bit further in the back. Battle right now for P number 2. Let's go on back, see if we can keep up with everything else that's going on. There's Ryan Crooks, as there's still single file back behind him. Here is the 27 of Maxwell Castro. We saw him spun around earlier. 45, I think that is, up into the wall. He's going to drop back a few spots. That's going to be Mark Santucci, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 35 rather. He was up into the outside wall in that W machine, but able to gather it all back up. No caution, but it looks like he is absolutely hurting. He's going to try to have to make his way towards pit road as soon as possible, as everybody else having to do a little bit of wreck avoidance in order to get around that very, very ill handling, looks like Camaro. Is he going to come on down pit road? Nope, he's going to ride the apron and probably bring it on down as soon as he can. But good job by everybody else to avoid him. Johnny Honeycutt with a little bit of scrapage to the wall. He's got the 15 to his inside. That's going to be Andrew Wisdom. Andrew, again, very, very fast in practice. Louis, even he got a little loose coming off of turn number 4, coming across the start stripe and down through the dog leg. Little bit of separation now between cars. This is what we needed a little bit earlier on, but so far, so good. Let's keep it rolling. 15 still trying to find a hole, nowhere to go as of yet. 50 still to his outside. 50 using just a little bit of that banking to try to get back in the throttle as soon as he can. 15, he's going to go ahead and short the track, try to get ahead of the 50 that way. No such luck until throwing it into the corner. Now you got the 30 and the deuce right behind those guys, as well as the 79 of Cody Kalinka and Austin Collins. Austin Collins started P9, right now running P9 in this 00, cutting the 61 of Micah. Oh, very, very close. And it looks like they're going to be able to work their way through. Ryan McCall again in that 30 Shaboom machine with it looks like the 50 right ahead. Yep, it's going to be the 50 of John Honeycutt. So the top really seems like they're able to figure out where they can or where they cannot put their car. Working lap 79 of 140. So again, past halfway, caution's out. All right, 12th caution of the evening. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened here. Looks like Joseph Turley, a little bit further in the back, is going to have something to do or say about this one. See if we can find him possibly. There he is, a little bit further back in that 13. We saw, I think he's the one we were watching getting a little loose. Let's check in with him. Hey, look at that, already slideways. Definitely know we're on the right path. Let's rewind it just a little bit. Stop it, pick up with our favorite chase cam. And it looks like he might have been blinking out a little bit. Let's go ahead and play it, find out what happens. Yeah, blinking out just a little bit. Not quite sure if that all happened from some contact or what. So let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so there's the 13 down on the apron. And if we look back up front, Ryan Crooks now sitting P number 2 in that 2.5. Mal says, "Are we at more yellow?" Mal, I'm not keeping track of those, buddy. But yeah, this has been an interesting race to say the least. All right, so let's see if we can bring Ryan Crooks on up right quick. See if I can find him. So far, I haven't been able to find Ryan. May not be available for to chat tonight. Just going through one more time. And no, he's not going to be available. How about the 27 of Maxwell Castro? Nope, I don't see where Maxwell is available either. We talked to Pizzicami. I don't know. Let's see if maybe we can get a hold of Sean Blanchard. Nope, doesn't look like Sean Blanchard is available either. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to pull anybody this time, but we will we'll definitely try to see what we can do for next time round. Unless we happen to go green from here. All right, so pace car is going to go ahead and pull down, get off the track. It looks like Duncan O'Connor is going to lead the way in his deuce. Ryan Crooks, P2, Maxwell Castro, P3, Brian Pizzicami, and Joseph Berg going to be your top 5. Mal, very possible. All right, so down the backstretch going into turn number 4. You'll see that cactus light up when the green flag's out. Let's go. All right, coming through to complete that lap. Again, still going to be Duncan O'Connor leading. Maxwell Castro now up to P number 2. Ryan Crooks back to 3rd, and may have just been all about giving up the spot and conserving the tires that he's got on that machine. Top 5 now single file up by the wall. Back to this guy, Sean Blanchard. Right behind, you see the 17 of Holzer trying to work his way back through. Now up 35 spots since the green flag dropped. So he's been up, he's been back, he's been in the middle, but still able to maintain. And after Daytona, a lot of people say that this is when the real racing starts. So far, these cars have been an absolute handful here. I don't know if it's going to be the same way next week or what adjustments the cars have to go through in order to get in a green flag run, which is what Shake and Bake was known for last season. A lot of green flag runs. I think they had one race at like North Wilkesboro or something like that where there were a lot of cautions, but other than that, very green for most of the season. As, again, we're watching everybody now get a little bit more spread out again. You see the 93 to the outside of the 50 of John Honeycutt. Honeycutt now looking to try to get underneath the 91 of that Swag.biz machine for Sean Blanchard. So let's kind of look around here just a little bit. The fastest man in town, that was the 15, now underneath the 91 as well. 93 right there, and many, many others trying to keep this thing green. But you just watch. A lot of these guys really, really getting loose coming off of each and every one of these corners. See if we can't get a good look at the track from high above. You see everybody down through the backstretch. One very damaged car just now going into turns 1 and 2, where everybody else coming across the start stripe and really doing their thing. So far, so good. You can even see them where they cut the dog leg, and just have boys have at it. They got to do what they got to do to try to make up some spots. Let's try right along with the chopper cam as they go into turn 4. This is again high above Ryan McCall in that 30 Shaboom machine, coming across the start stripe, down through the dog leg, which some people say you can really make up some time there, but it is really loose down there as well. Here is within the cockpit of that driver. Kind of work our way around just a little bit. How about we do that with Tom Flitcroft? Right now sitting P13. Take a ride through the different cameras within this car. This is the far nose cam, so you see just how aggressive these cars bounce when they go down that hill into the dogleg, and then once they ground out again, when he's getting on the brakes and possibly even a little bit of shifting as well. Looking behind him, there is that 30 Shaboom machine as well as that 93. Both of those guys side by side. Looking further back, a lot of single file, which is definitely something that we need. From the roll bar here within this number 8 as well. This camera with the shock and the gyro makes it look makes it to where that transition doesn't look so aggressive. Kind of stepped out there on him for a second, but I guarantee you go down off the track onto the dog leg, you'll feel this car jump. You can absolutely hear it. All right, this from his left front, looking ahead, a little bit of side by side action. Just a few rows up, and looking behind him, again, just a bunch of single file, not really a whole lot going on there. From his gyro on the door, looking ahead at the traffic ahead, again coming to the start stripe one more time to start lap number 95. From his right front cam, all along that wall, up close and personal. Right rear, same thing. We were just riding along with the cockpit from him. How about the blimp one more time? And then, of course, the chopper, our chase cam, the far chase that we use to be when we're chatting with the drivers. Rear chase, looking back at what he sees behind him, and then, of course, our various round the track cameras as well. So again, these races are a lot of fun. Can we see inside with John Osborne? Yeah, we can do that. Says Evan Racing. Looks like this caution is going to have something to do with Mike DeWalt in his DeWalt machine a little bit further up. So let's see if we can find out what happened with that number 19 FlexVolt Toyota Camry right now. Let's change up the camera to our chase cam again. I see the number 12 A&W Machine 2 is inside. Let's play it out. Oh, just down on the apron and loses it rather. Down into that 12. Again, the grip in these cup cars has been horrible for these guys. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. So leader right now, let's get on up there. Looks like as they're cycling through, possibly going down pit road. Andrew Wisdom, we talked to him earlier. We also talked to Honeycutt. We talked to Holzer. We talked to Duncan O'Connor. Brendan Book is on pit road. I'm sure he's going to be passed. Just waiting for all of this to cycle through. Nate Mon right now sitting in P5. We have not talked to the Double Deuce, so let's see if we can find Nate. Nate Mines, repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Sun Drop Double Deuce.
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Well, bud, it's been a pretty interesting night for you so far, to say the least. Right now, though, you find yourself furthest up the field you've been all night, sitting P5 up 15 spots in that double deuce Camaro. Can you keep it up here and keep out of trouble, sir?
Yeah, I mean that's the name of the game tonight. I think I've been in more wrecks than I can count on one hand. So, and I mean we're still full power, still feeling like we got a good chance in this thing. I think that's just going to be the key, is avoiding all the wrecks and just keeping the car as clean as possible. I'm still rocking about a minute of damage, but the car feels fine. So we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Well, Andrew Wisdom right now leading this thing. He was very, very fast in practice and in qualifying. John Honeycutt, he's been inside the top 5 all night long. Tom Flitcroft, he's been back as far as 20th, 25th, and now finds himself in P3. Ryan McCall also has been able to find himself to the front, just like you. What's it going to take to keep it up here, sir?
I think for me and Ryan, I know we kind of played a little bit different strategy for everyone. We're either going to need a caution later on the run before these fresh tires can catch us, or you know, maybe some more wrecks or something just to kind of keep us up here until we can get in and get some fresh tires. But we'll see if this strategy kind of pays off for us. Fingers crossed that it will.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down with your Eons Motorsports teammates right now. Good luck. Keep your shiny side up. Absolutely love that sun drop, just like last season.
Thank you so much.
You got it, buddy. All right, again, so that's driver of this Double Do Sun Drop machine, the one and only Nate Mon. Absolutely, again, love talking to him. Always very, very candid with everything that he's feeling. And he mentioned that he's still got about a minute worth of damage. One thing about Phoenix, other than the backstretch, there's really not a whole lot of aero-sensitive parts. It's not like an Auto Club or a Michigan or some other track where you really rely on the aero. So you can have some damage here because so much of this track is in somewhat of a turn. You're not just straight away to where it still has to be shaped like a bullet in order to go fast. So definitely wish that Double Deuce a whole lot of luck. Big fan. And all right, let's go ahead and clear this up. We'll check in with our leader and widen out. I think the lights atop the pace car are out. Yep, they are. We're going to go back green. Let's go. Fanning out 3, 4, and 5 wide through the broadcast, through the dog leg. Evan Racing, thank you very much. I appreciate the thumbs up there on the broadcast. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, it looks like 13's hard in a wall. Caution's going to be out. Caution 14 on the night. Working lap 101. Definitely saw the 13 go into the wall. And that's going to go ahead and drop him back quite a bit. It's going to be Joseph Turley back here. All right, let's. He's coming up through the field rather quickly. Hopefully, he's not looking for someone. All right, we'll go ahead. Since I didn't get a replay notification, I'll go ahead and rewind it the old-fashioned way right now. All right, let's stop that. Let's switch on over to our handy-dandy chase cam and let's play it out. All right, so almost 3 wide right here. You see Holter to the outside, and you see that I think that's going to be the number 5 to his inside with the 39 right behind. Let's play it. Oh, Micah just a little bit of a shot to the backside. Nowhere really to... Wow, okay. Just difference in speed. Not 100% sure what that was all about. Actually, let's rewind that a little bit further and see if there was some kind of a history between him and the 61. I don't believe so. Yeah. So unless it was on previous laps, not 100% sure. But if we move on up to the 61, if we can before this kicks off, we will do that. There he is. Micah down through the dog leg. 27 of Maxwell Castro to his outside. 61 trying to woe it up, not to get into the 27. Going to take it 3 wide. And A little bit of a punt there. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just maybe the 13 several mile per hour slower than the 61, and just could not get it wound up. Not 100% sure, but that's yeah. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so that is caution number 14. Let's see if we can check in with one of the lead admins here in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Let's see if we can check in with the one and only Brendan Book. Mr. Book, it's repeat in that and up in the booth talking about your Cincinnati number 5, back with the same red, white, and blue scheme as Daytona. Bud, I think you're finding yourself down a few spots from where you're qualified, but a little bit further up in the field from where you've been most of the race, unless I'm mistaken. Can you keep that Camaro up front, sir?
Yeah, I think I got a pretty nice piece right here. I think the biggest thing is just track position, with these tire strategies. It seems like everybody's, all off sequence here, like these guys that stayed out. They probably got 2 sets left. Of everybody that pitted that last caution, not this one, but the one before, we all probably got 1 set. So it's just going to depend on how that plays out. And it's kind of just like a revolving door of the same people going pitting and then the next, then going back and forth. But honestly, you just need to keep the car clean and hopefully no one makes a mistake and takes me out with them.
All right, Brendan. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back on down to your C Motorsports teammates. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up.
Thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so that, again, is Brendan Book. You see him to the outside of the 17 of James Holzer, and we're going to get ready to fire this thing off to complete these caution laps. It's going to be interesting. Andrew Wisdom, again, up front. Can we keep this clean and green from here on out? 35 laps remaining from Phoenix. Again, big thank you to everybody else, everybody that just joined. I am Repeat, and this is the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series live from Phoenix International Raceway. We are green. All right, coming to complete that lap, Andrew Wisdom still leading. These guys still absolutely getting after it. No single file racing as of right now. We got a caution, a wreck a little bit further in the back. Looks like it's going to include a few cars. Caution number 15 is going to fly. 39 of Jacob Palmer, I believe, involved in this one. Let's go ahead and see if we can't check in with Jacob right now. All right, there you see the 25 of Ryan Crooks right behind. 27 of Maxwell Castro down low. Let's rewind just a little because I think we might have been seeing part of it. And let's go ahead and stop it, and we'll play it from here. See the 00, I believe that's going to be Collins on his outside. Ryan Crooks right behind, trying to get back in the throttle. 39 just steps out, collects the 78. Nowhere to go. Keep it down, Ryan. There we go. All right, so able to lock it down, only making contact with the 78. Now he's going to have to try to work his way on back up one more time. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so we talked to Andrew Wisdom a little bit ago. Let's see, we talked to Flick Crops, we talked to Duncan, we talked to Holzer and Book. Talk to Micah. How about Austin Collins in that 00? See if we can find him right quick. Nope, I don't see Austin as being available. How about Cody Kalinka? I haven't talked to him in a while. Cody, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that 79 nationwide machine.
Yeah, I do, buddy.
Well, Cody, it's absolutely been a little bit more than a minute since I've been able to chat with you last. You find yourself up 7 spots in that 79 Camaro. Can you continue the march forward with about 30 laps remaining in this Phoenix race, sir?
Yeah, I think we had kind of a long run there. I think 2 cautions ago. I think we had like a 10-lap run. They were starting to back up to me a little bit. I think me and the 61 were going to get up there. So hopefully just stay out of the calamity and we'll get a top 10 out of this thing.
Oh man, it definitely be good to maybe even talk to you with a podium finish. Definitely wish you a lot of luck. And man, it has absolutely been quite a while since I've been able to chat with you. Maybe next week I'll see if I can't do it a little bit more. But man, I'll get you back on down right along with your teammate Tyler Dohar. Good luck. Nice scheme one more time.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, bud. Cody Kalinka, going back to the old console days, definitely always great to talk to him. But yeah, good for him. Again, right now up 7 spots to P number 9. He's got Ryan Crooks, Brian Pizzakemi behind him. Again, Maxwell Castro and Austin Collins right ahead. Looks like let me go back up towards our leader, Andrew Wisdom, and widen this out a little bit. Lights atop the pace car are out, so we will be going back green again. Big thank you to Cody Kalinka for just giving us a moment of his time. In the beginning, when I pulled him on up, it sounded like it might have been interrupted a little bit of a conversation with Tyler Doran, maybe talking a little bit of strategy or who knows what. But good luck to him. All right, so down the backstretch and getting ready to go one more time. Caution 15 is about complete, working 111 of 140, so 29 laps remaining here from Phoenix.
Green, green, green.
Cactus is green, we're green, let's go. I got to come on across. 15 still leading. A little bit of a fight behind between Duncan O'Connor and the 17 of Holzer. Right behind, we talked to Brendan Book a little bit ago. He sits there right now in P number 4. Top Flickroft right behind him, P5. Austin Collins trying to continue to march his way up through up 3 spots. From where he started, but we've seen him a little bit further back in the field. 61 right now. Micah Allard trying to charge his way on back through. A little bit of contact there, able to hold on to it between Flickroft and that 27, I believe, of Maxwell Castro. Collins gonna have to go ahead and check up a little bit, not to get involved. Hold on to it, Tom. There you go. Good save, sir. Way to be steady with the hands, not to get too antsy. And he's going to be able to race on and keep that paint scheme clean and green. Good job, Tom. All right, so let's drop back with Ryan Crooks here in this 2-5. Right now sitting P number 8. Got the 79 of Cody right there as well. A little bit of tire smoke, but it looks like it was just somebody saving it. Andrew Wisdom continuing to push on. Got Brendan Book right behind him. The 17 of Holzer again. Micah Allard, Maxwell Castro, and Austin Collins. Let's go a little bit further in the back. Try to find some more battles. How about this one right here? Between Jimmy Cocker and company. You see the 63, the 78 of Brian Pizzakemi down 10 spots after starting on the front row. 93 there. And again, that's 63 of Evan Knopp. Gotta love those tide rides. If you're a fan of NASCAR history, absolutely Flickroft, hell of a save. Good save. if you're a fan of NASCAR history, you've got to absolutely love Evan Knopp's car. I mean, just the way that this Tide Ride looks, going way back to Darrell Waltrip and the Rooster. I mean, and so many others. Big fan of these colors on track. Ricky Craven and so many others. Ricky Rudd, that's who I was talking about when I referenced the Rooster. But yeah, good, always a good looking car. 3 wide, see the 78 down low, 31 Virginia Tech machine for Jimmy Cocker right now on the high side. Gonna have to hold on to it. That's one driver we really haven't seen a whole lot of tonight, and he's probably pretty thankful for that. No big issues for Jimmy in that Virginia Tech machine. 63 riding behind, wondering which line is gonna move. So far, they continue on side by side. A little bit further back, catching up with John Osborne, Andrew Sanford, John Honeycutt a little bit further back, sitting P18, right along with Derek Hilker as well. And there is that double deuce of Nate Mon right now, right in the same spot that he qualified in, P20. That's right, Evan Racing. You asked for an in-car for John. Let's go pick up with John Osborne right now. And, yeah, we can absolutely jump into the cockpit with him. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. Down the backstretch into turn number 4. About that second groove. Going to try to get on the throttle as soon as he can. Is he going to be able to put the pass on the 91? So far, I'd have to say not just yet. 91, a little bit more throttle. Coming off 37, way down low. And the 81 kind of washing up just a little bit. It's got to check up. He's got all kinds of company around him and behind him, in front of him. So the 81 continues to push. Double deuce now down low. Let's go back to his onboard. Hear him shifting there. So caution's out. Looks like Tyler Doar is going to be involved in this one. So there you go, Evan Racing. A little bit of onboard action with John Osborne sitting P19 up 4 spots from where he queued. All right, so let's go ahead and pick up with Tyler Doar, find out exactly what happened here. All right, here's that 77. Got 7, and he's right in front of, or right behind, rather, John Osborne and Nate Mon. Let's go ahead and play it out. Ooh. Hold on to it, Tyler. Hold on to it. Lock it up. Nobody collect him. There we go. So a little bit of contact. Let's actually go ahead and rewind that if it's not too late. No. Yeah, there we go. We'll be able to rewind it. And we're going to stop that. We're going to switch on over to the left front and see if we can watch what happens here. Let's play it. Yeah, he tried to check up, gave the 7 a little bit of a shot. And because it upset his car's balance, especially going through that dog leg transition right there, it sent 77 for a ride as well. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Absolutely welcome, Evan Racing. Thank you very much also. Definitely appreciate you coming out, hanging out. Definitely appreciate the follow before the race this evening. It's never missed on me. Same thing for Zeke33 Nicks. Thank you very much for the follow, Evan Racing again. Wisdom for the follow, Rock the Heart follow, Gale Force, and more. Definitely appreciate the follows. Sandy AW, thank you very much for the bits. Last broadcast. Again, it never ever goes away. I may miss something momentarily if there's something going on track, but I always try to come back and say a big old thanks. You're absolutely welcome. All right, so leader right now is John Honeycutt in his number 50 high-tech security services Camaro. Let's see if maybe we can pull him one more time, this time as the leader. and see what his thought process is now with 16 laps to go. I know I can find him down here in Team FTR. Hopefully he doesn't mind me, pulling him one more time. Mr. Honeycutt, it's repeat one more time. I promise. Hopefully, I don't talk to you after this, except for maybe a podium finish. Now that you got that number 50 High-Tech Securities Camaro in the lead, you should have no issues. You got the clean air. What do you have to do to keep the entire field behind you, John?
Man, I don't know. I don't. This is tough because it was either stay out and gain a track position, or go in and lose my last set of tires. I don't know. I think everybody else took their last set. I still have one more in the bag, and so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
No doubt it's going to be tough. I'm seeing a lot of cars really lose it. I actually watched one car lose it after bumping off someone's rear bumper. Just saw the same thing there between the 7 and the 78 of Tyler Doar, but it was just in the transition of going down into the banking right where you are right now, literally, and just upsetting the balance of the car. You talked earlier about the cars bottoming out, going down into the dog leg, and also in that little dip right there. With the longer run, has that kind of stopped a little bit, or are you still fighting that?
It gets a little bit better, but as the tires start to really wear out, then it can get like, it's almost like ice down there sometimes. So you could still, even with the tire pressure up, you could still lose control of it and bottom out from time to time, depending on where you're in the dog leg. So it can get crazy.
All right, John, go get it. I'll go ahead. I know you're going back green. Good luck, sir.
All right, man. Thank you.
You got it. All right, got John Honeycutt back down in Team FTR. It's going to be one hell of a restart. Green flag's out. Let's roll. All right, again, going through that very, very treacherous dog leg. Saw one guy on the bottom get really, really squirrely, and that's really all it takes. Let's go. It's really interesting to hear these guys shifting already. Well, then again, John Honeycutt, the last time he pit was on lap 108. So with 13 to go, yeah, I guess that's why he was talking about one more set of tires. You see Nate Mon in that Sundrop double deuce right behind him. There you also see the 17 of Holzer trying to save it. Going down on the apron. Great save by Holzer. A little bit of slideways. I had to check up just a little bit, and now he's going to have Brendan Book to his outside. These guys, good racing buddies, and have been for years and years, going back to the eSpark series on console, as well as here last season. These guys, very, very formidable opponents, and caution's going to fly again. 17th caution is out when we're talking about a battle between the 5 and the 17 car. We should be taking the green with just about 8 laps to go. I'm not getting a caution replay, so let's drop back in a little bit, see if we can't pick up with one or two guys. Let's go ahead and rewind from here and see if any of these guys have just something small to do with that. Nope, doesn't look like it, so we'll go ahead and bring it back live. All right. All right, let's go ahead and clear that out. Double check the replays one more time. Let's try Maxwell Castro, maybe. Nope. All right, back live. All right, so John Honeycutt did decide to go ahead and go on down pit road. That is going to hand everything over to Brendan Book in that 5. There you see the 17 that he was fighting with, right along with Duncan O'Connor and Andrew Wisdom. Tom Harmon now in this number 68 Avril Lavigne machine. He is up the furthest he's been all night long after starting in P number 8, but we've definitely seen him fall back as well. Let's see if we can find old Tom. There he is. He's down there in Output Racing. Tom Hartman, driver of this Avril Lavigne number 68 mean machine. Tom, you are sitting P6 up 2 from where you started. You've been a little bit further back. You've been a little bit further forward, but you always seem to be on the up and up when it's time to go. We're going to go back green with about 8 laps to go. Can you get on up there and possibly go for that podium, sir?
I'm going to certainly give it a whirl because at one point our steering wheel is 90 degrees to the left going down the straight. So we've been a little bit tonight. I think we're looking at 26x, maybe 30 right now. I don't know, but we've not had a good night. The fact that I'm here is a miracle, but we're definitely going to try to put on a show for you and get this thing in the podium.
So, Tom, a lot of people have really been talking about how loose these cars are all night long. Don't really see a whole lot of damage to that thing. Not quite sure if you've had to, spend some time on and off of pit road. But what's it going to take to get Avril Lavigne that trophy?
Well, an inside restart would have been nice, but looks like we'll be restarting the outside. It definitely will put me at a detriment, but I'll just have to be super aggressive and hope that I don't get involved in anything.
All right, buddy. I'll get you on back down to Output Racing. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Keep the lady on that hood happy.
Thanks, sir.
You got it, buddy. All right, so got him back down to Output. Adam Douglas Warren out there on Facebook says, "Let's go, Bridgman, number 18. Let's go." Absolutely. So Bridgman right now, he's a little bit further back, I want to say. I just saw him. Yeah, Philip Bridgman back in 38th. Down 4 spots from where he qualified. But it has been one hell of a night. Adam, thank you very much for coming out, hanging out. Definitely appreciate the chat. And appreciate you keeping me and everybody else that's out there in Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and on iRock TV company. Very, very much appreciated. All right, so we're going to go back green this time. We're going to come back with 7 laps to go. Nate Mon in this Sundrop Double Deuce. He's got the lead. We'll have to see if he's got the power to keep the 17 of Holzer, Brendan Book, Duncan O'Connor, and Andrew Wisdom behind me. A lot of very, very fast cars with some very, very high I ratings all the way around him. I mean, Nate Mon's no slouch either, sitting on a 3K I rating. Let's go. Saw the one car all the way in the back go around on the restart. I don't think that was John Honeycutt, or maybe was it? Let's. I'm not getting a replay because there was no contact. So let's go ahead and rewind it straight from here and see if that was Honeycutt that spun out. All right, switch on over. See if we can replay from here. Let's go. If he did spin out all by himself, I'm going to guess he was in a higher gear or something happened. Yeah, I'm going to guess that was him. So, very unfortunate. Let's bring it back live. All right. So, let's clear his info. Let's see if we could try Ryan Crooks one more time. Nope, unfortunately Ryan Crooks is not available. 78 of Brian Pizzikemi. He's also down there in output. We weren't able to chat with him earlier. We'll go ahead and try it right now. Brian, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that 78.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you've been to the front in the restart of this, and we've also seen you a little bit further in the back, having some trouble. But right now, sitting in P11. I think I just saw you. You were just down on pit road on lap 123. So you got 5 laps to go. What can you gain in these final 5 laps? Or are you banking on at least one more caution for a green-white checker?
At this point, everything's up in the air. It's been one wild race. I'm going to try and send it into one and try and get past Crooks. He and I have been next to each other for a good portion of this back half of the race, and I really want to see if I can make it stick on the bottom because it's been so tight. I could not put the power down, so it's going to take a lot just to get past people at this point.
Well, man, you started on the front row, so obviously you got a hot rod. In practice, you were really, really fast. Goes to show that qualifying lap was no fluke whatsoever. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Definitely go for some coffee tomorrow morning, and I'll be thinking about some Oceana. Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
You got it. You were down in output, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get you down right now. All right, so that is Brian Pizzakemi right now sitting P11, down 10 spots from where he started. Bad fast in practice, and like I said, in Q as well. So I have to see what the 78 is capable of doing as we come into the closing laps. Again, this will be a green-white checker, not even close to. It's going to be what it is. So we'll have to see what happens here. But he says he's on full send mode, going to try to clear Ryan Crooks and others as well. Have to see exactly what he's capable of doing. Again, this is Ryan Crooks in that number 25. Ryan McCall in that 30 Shaboom machine. Cody Kalinka, we talked to him earlier in that 79. Maxwell Castro in the 27. Tom Harmon in that Avril Lavigne machine. Duncan O'Connor in this Deuce. Andrew Wisdom, James Holzer, Brendan Book, and Nate Mon. Gonna go ahead and be the first to jump on that loud pedal. Coming through turns 3 and 4 right now. Let's go ahead and clear this. Let's get ready to roll. Green, white checker. Let's go. James Holzer immediately dives to the bottom, pushing that double deuce up on the high side. Double deuce should be able to get down to the throttle a little bit sooner. One car, looks like the 5's going to go on up, smash the outside wall. 2 to go. This will be coming to the white flag. Checkers or wreckers. No other cautions can save you, and it will be white flag. Holzer going to go ahead and lead. A little bit of a gap. Back to Nate Mon, Duncan O'Connor, and others. Looking back from his hood. Can he do it? As you see smoke pouring down the backstretch, getting off of 2 into turns 3 and 4. Nobody's going to have anything for this EMGG machine. Going into 4, Double Deuce going to be able to stay high. Duncan O'Connor, P3, and Holzer will win his first race in season number 2, Shake and Bake, right here at Phoenix. Everybody says after Daytona, the real racing starts next week. Well, we get to Phoenix, and the man that won the championship, as well as I believe 12 races last season, comes up with the W. Brandon Book comes on up, gives him a little bit of a love shot to the back end of this EMGG scheme. Congratulations, Zebra Rock NASCAR coming out. Congrats, Holzer. All right, so let's go ahead and clear the boards for this young guy. Holzer, it's all yours. Light him up. Holzer trying to dial in the brake bias. That way he can get up enough speed, continue with the burnout, but unfortunately not going to be able to. So he's going to go ahead and do the dubbed Alan Kulwicki Polish victory lap and claim win number 1 in Season 2 for the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series tonight from Phoenix International Raceway. Flickcross family out there saying congratulations, Holzer, and my congratulations as well. Maze Ninja out there with the GGs. Again, the EMGG driver getting it done in race number 2 for season number 2. While we're waiting on Holzer to work his way on back around, let's show you what we've got coming up next week from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Legacy track. Holzer's going to go ahead and get on back down after working his way 1 mile around in reverse and just going to give us another little smoke show. So Atlanta Legacy next week, what that means is that it's not gonna be the super speedway race. It's going to be the track that absolutely puts it all right back into the hands of the driver. Commander Griff out there saying, Pete, can we see a replay of that massive crash on the last lap? I think that might be possible. Let's see if we can't check in a little bit going back. Let's check in with Ryan McCall as Holzer. He's going to go ahead and pull it into victory lane. There it is. Burn it down. Now he's got that thing hooked up. And he's done. All right, let's see if we can do that while we're waiting on James Holzer, Nate Mon, and Duncan O'Connor to work their way on up to the booth. Let's see what happened with McCall, Warner, Turley, and Santucci. All right, so let's jump on in, and we'll play it from here. So looks like Crooks loses a little bit of control, and they start to pile up just coming out of the dog leg. All kinds of mayhem. Let's actually try this again with Jacob Palmer. Already too late. 93 hard into the outside wall. Same thing with the 4 and company. There's the 35. Nowhere to go. And yeah, just everybody gets collected. All right. All right, ladies and gents, we will be right back. We're going to go ahead and bring up your full results while we wait for our top 3 to get ready. Again, we're going to speak with Duncan O'Connor, Nate Mon, and James Holzer in just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. We got our top three into the booth. We're going to start off first. 39 spots up in that deuce, the one and only Toyota Camry TRD machine of Duncan O'Connor. Duncan, during one of the cautions, we got a chance to talk to you right quick, and you said you were going to do your best to try to keep the track position you had. And when all the chips were on the table, here you are, P3 finish, going to be a phenomenal night for you in the points. There was only one other that made up more spots than you, and that's going to be our winner when we get to talk to him. But man, you somehow you were able to keep that car under you, where a lot of other people really struggled with that tonight. Talk us through your race and what adjustments you may have had to make in order to keep that deuce in one piece.
Well, with the brake bias, I was probably on the higher side of things. I'd rather plow than be loose through 1 and 2. I honestly, all of us front runners, except for Nathan specifically, I think I've seen each and every one of us have some sort of moment actually coming right off of 4, nothing to do with the dog leg, but just straight up coming off of 4. The unfortunate bit for me this race was we restarted, I think, after 109, and I got through traffic best, and I had, I think, 6/10 of a lead on book, and I think I could have held him at bay when the race out like that, got the yellow, then next restart I just got buried behind cars I didn't want to be behind on the backstretch. So all in all, P3 is, I can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely not. Again, 39 spots up to bring it home, P3. Would this be considered close to a win for you, sir?
Well, yes and no, because I think right now it is a surprise to see me running in the top 5. I think later on in the season, it's going to be a norm. I think I've improved a lot in this off season. I mean, you gotta think, I've only been on the sim for not even a year and a half yet. So I keep making huge strides day by day. And with that being said, Phoenix definitely is one of my favorite tracks to run. So might not quite be where I'm at other tracks, but I expect big things.
Well, but yeah, I mean, absolutely. Looking at you right now, sitting at almost a 4K I rating, so definitely one of the stronger guys, or a little bit better than average guys in this field. Well, I was talking to Holzer and a few others last week, and I mentioned that the strength of field, if for all those that don't know much about iRacing and how the lobbies are built for officials, the strength of field is the average strength of all the cars in any league or official or community race, and the strength of field in this league is about a 3K. So that's nothing to sneeze at. So congratulations on this P3. Way to finish. We will see you next week when we get to Legacy Atlanta instead of the Super Speedway. So it'll be right back in the driver's hands. Any quick shout outs for your friends, family, sponsors?
Big thing I'd just like to say is thank you to my buddy running for Road to Pro, Matthew Morton, for making my paint scheme. Join the family. It's a beautiful car, and hopefully when we get some nighttime races, I'll have a white base scheme to complement everything going on there.
There you go. Congratulations again, sir. All right, so moving on up, literally, we're talking about the double deuce. Nate Mon, we got a chance to talk to him during one of those cautions as well, while leading up 18 spots and just short. Holzer was able to go full send mode, get underneath you to take the lead, and then really started to pull away. That's just how important the clean air is, even here. Now, you can get around this place with a little bit of a damaged car because there's so many turns here. Not very aero dependent. Might make you a little bit tight at times, but for the most part, not too shabby. Nate, again, big fan of that sun drop double deuce. You were backwards, or you were behind a little bit. I'm not going to say backwards. You were behind a little bit in the field, but when push came to shove, here you are, P2, sir.
Oh, I was definitely backwards more than once. I think that was definitely just a race of attrition for most all of us. I thought, John Honeycutt and I kind of timed the pit stops right there towards the end, getting tires when we did. I know John came in for that last time, but I was already out of tires. So, I tried, race everyone just started I could, without getting in the way too much. I hope I left James enough room there going into one. I knew he probably had me on tires. I think I needed that last caution to come out, when they came in maybe a few laps later just to have a chance. But heck of a drive by him as always. Fun racing, tight there on the last few laps. I'm happy it stayed pretty green for us. I think another caution, we'd have dropped definitely some more spots being on older tires than the rest of the guys. But, yeah, can't complain going up to 18 spots.
Atlanta Motor Speedway, we're going to the Legacy track next week, so we're going back to the very, very grippy, non-super speedway style of the track, back to, mile and a half, kind of a cookie cutter with a very, very unique tri-oval. Are you happy that we're going back to the older style track, or would you prefer we go back super speedway racing after Daytona just last week?
Definitely am a fan of the old track.
Me too.
Not really a fan of the super speedway races in these cars. In Atlanta, I know last season it was pretty chaotic. So yeah, excited about going back to Legacy Atlanta. I think it'll be a fun time. Definitely kind of prove who can save a little bit of tire better and all that fun stuff. So I think it'll be a good race next week.
All right, Nate, and of course, last but not least, again, a big fan of Sundrop. Enjoyed seeing Dale Jr. race that scheme at North Wilkesboro. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
Yeah, as always, want to thank my family in Wilmington. I know they're down there watching. Hated I couldn't pull it out for them tonight, but still a pretty solid run nonetheless. Shout out to my girlfriend. She's always, in the other room, got me up on her second monitor while she's playing some games and stuff. So always thankful for the sport, and also want to shout out my teammates. Try to keep each other all positive tonight with all of us getting involved in something. So it was definitely nice to have them in my ear.
There you go. Always good to have a solid team behind you. We're going to move on up. A guy that needs almost no introduction. Holzer, 40 spots up on the scoring pylon. It just seemed like the 17 kept coming and coming and coming. You won the inaugural season 1 championship, coming back where a very, very loose track. I always say the cream rises to the top, and you, yet again, able to start on the outside, able to pull underneath the W's to take the lead. What was it about your 17 that just seemed to stick, Holzer?
Well, the last restart was just the nature of the tires. Kind of really happy, like Nathan said, he wasn't happy that he got that last caution, but I was kind of stacked up behind him, and Wisdom was shoving me, and I was shoving him, and we were just all going to get stacked up. So the caution came out right, and Brendan was in front of me, so I knew starting P3 was really going to help me. I just had to get underneath him. Didn't have the best of restarts, but was really able to send it in there, and I don't know how it stuck, really, but it stuck. Windshield wiping my way through 1 and 2, but stuck enough to get enough of a run, and kind of like you touched on, clean air was really big, so it was really just trying to push for that. Yeah, the starting from pit road thing might be a nature here until we narrow it down past 43 cars, just because of my work schedule. I can't get home until about 8:10, so I really can't make a qualifying run. So going to be interesting, especially when we get into these mile and a halves. If we get long green flag runs and stuff, it's going to be a lot harder to make up these 40 spots. But I don't know. I mean, even still tonight, though, it was hard to be on the right tire strategy and know it was going to work, because it was really unpredictable if we were going to go 2 laps or 5 laps or 20 laps or what was going to happen. I haven't been on the sim that long, kind of like Monson. I mean, I guess I've been on for a little over 2 years now, but I will say it was probably a top 3 hardest car that I've driven, and driven in leagues where we build hard to drive setups and all that stuff. It was just very hard to keep under it, and especially with the new update, it's snappier than before. So kind kind of like Nate was saying, he was running a high brake bias. I was running a low brake bias just so I wasn't plowing through the corner. So if I overdrove the corner, it was really easy for me to make a mistake. But nonetheless, it was enough to do what we had to do. Yeah, just really, I guess, played the right tire strategy out, and I don't think I would have won if Honeycutt pitted. We were all in our chat just kind of questioning why he pit there, because I didn't think a lot of people would pit, inside 10 to go. Even though tires are very valuable, just not a lot of time left. So that kind of helped me out, get to the spot where I needed to be too. But yeah, nonetheless, it was a good race. Watching like Brendan this week run NIS and a few of the other races. I mean, they had 16 cautions, 18 cautions, and it's the car track combo and the new update. It's really what it boils down to. I mean, it's just really tough out there, and when you're getting the short runs, people are getting antsy, and aggression kind of ramps up, and just kind of one thing led to another. But nonetheless, it was a good race.
Yeah, a few people did mention the aggression. I think when I was able to talk to Brendan Book, he said, or no, it might have actually been John Honeycutt. He said, just basically trying to get people to calm down a little bit and really get to racing the racetrack versus each other, so you could get a good feeling under your car, get some wear in the tires, get some heat in the tires, and really start to make hay there rather than pushing it early. How long did you really have to take in order to allow your tires to come in before you were able to get somewhat aggressive on the throttle, even though I know you couldn't get too aggressive all night long?
Yeah, I mean, really though, it's this next gen car, it's really about pacing, so you really don't want to be aggressive really at any time per se. If you're trying to make a long run, you just want to run steady Eddie and just try to keep those tire temperatures as balanced as you can. So just trying to find that pace and find that rhythm, which was kind of tough tonight, like I said, with the cautions, but could have went a lot worse. In an essence too, we still had some pretty decent green flag runs, like almost 20 laps, which is longer than they got in NIS. So kudos to the guys in here for pulling it together for a few fun runs. And I mean, like, I don't know, it was pretty tough to be really aggressive on the throttle. You could do it, but you just couldn't really predict when the car was going to get loose. Like I said, it was a really hard car to drive, and I don't expect next week Atlanta to be really any different. I remember running some A Open, which I know is going to be a little bit different than what we're running. It's pretty free, so just going to be about, once again, just kind of maintaining, just as this car is, maintaining a good pace and just keeping all four corners of the car clean.
All right, the last question before I ask you about your friends, family, sponsors, James. Being such a valued member of Shake and Bake, if you had any advice to go forward to Eliza Bethel or Brendan Book or John Honeycutt, what would you suggest? What kind of changes would you suggest to the car that would alleviate 15 or 16 cautions next week when we get to Atlanta?
I don't think it'll be an issue going to Atlanta. Really was just the thing here. I really don't think there's anything per se you could do to the car, just because you don't want to make it tight at the same time. I don't know, like the setup was balanced if you drove it right, which is at the essence what this car is, just because you have to drive the right pace to keep the rear valence sealed and all those fun things. Now I wouldn't really recommend anything other than making that queue time a little bit later. I'm just kidding. That would really help. No, Eliza and everybody in the admin team do a really good job, and that race was really tough to officiate. So even the one restart, I dipped below the line. Totally didn't even know it was a rule, so forgot about that too. Had to go to the back for that. But no, they do a really good job officiating, and just the Phoenix thing, I don't even think it'll be as much of like when we go to other short tracks. I don't think it'll be as bad as Phoenix, just because the two turns are completely different. Like 1 and 2 is a lot flatter than 3 and 4, and the way you drive each end of the track is different. So I really think that was a lot of a Phoenix thing, and I don't think it's necessarily a group thing.
Fair enough. And of course, yeah, a big again, congratulations, picking up right where you left off last season. Any friends, family, sponsors you need to shout out, James?
Yeah, as always, personally, just got to thank you in the booth. I'm sure you had your hands full that race trying to figure out everything that was going on, and looking forward still to rewatching it because you always do a great job covering it. Just got to thank everybody on the car each and every week for backing me. Thank everybody in the chat, in our team chat there that ran really well. Brendan kind of caught the wall there at the end, so that kind of screwed him, but he still ended up finishing P4. And like I kind of touched on earlier, thanks to all the admins, John Honeycutt, Eliza, Jordan McGraw, Brennan Book, everybody that does a good job, and the sole admin non-driver that we have that's officiating each week too. Thanks to him for keeping an eye on everything.
There you go. All right, so again, guys and girls, thank you so much for everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company, kept each other company on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and of course through iRock TV, our series-long sponsor here with the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Definitely looking forward to Atlanta Motor Speedway next week. But for this week, it belongs to the one and only James Holzer in that number 17 EMGG Chevrolet Camaro. We'll see y'all again soon. Please do stay safe, take care, and we'll see you around the track. Later, guys.